Hello again. I hope you enjoyed my mega upload. It was all the backlog I've had over the past month, maybe a little longer. So, all that is up for your viewing pleasure. Now, I did promise you guys a whole game month thing, but that didn't exactly pan out because of my classes. So I figured I'd give you another mega upload, and this time I'm going to shoot it all in one go, so bear with me. I actually rather like this purple shirt. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give another mega upload, which will do all the game stuff, so I can get that out of the way, so that I can give you guys some more new stuff. That'll be pretty cool. Alright, so first thing I'm going to tackle. The benefit of role-playing games the benefit of role-playing games to the filmmaker. Now, for those of you who do not know what role-playing games are, I'm sure you've played video game RPGs, but you've never played a pen and paper one. Maybe you have, I don't know. But there are two different types of people when it comes to the RPG. There are the players and the game master. The game master is what we're going to talk about first, because I'm sure there are plenty of game masters who write, and that's the first thing. That's the benefit to when you set up a game, you're more or less, especially if it's a long going game, you're more or less writing a novel or two. You could even see it as writing a screenplay. Excuse me. So it helps you get out of your own head for a minute there, because you'll want to. I'm sure whenever I start with an idea that I think is pretty cool, and then I move on and try to make it match to what my players are going to like. And that's an important thing when writing a screenplay. While you should not sacrifice, your own vision for, to make sure everybody likes it, you should at least write it in such a way that everybody is going to take enjoyment out of it. Now, next bit is actually some practice with line producing, because no doubt there is this, when you start playing a game, there is a schedule. People are going to get sidetracked. My group gets sidetracked all the time, but you got to keep it focused and keep it going on the game, which is exactly like on a film set. I mean, it's a film set. You're supposed to have fun, but you also need to stay on schedule and on budget. So it's not exactly like a line producing, but it gets you some practice. It helps you with some things to say instead of, hey, cut it out. It's like, all right, come on guys, let's get this next shot done. And that can be a very important thing. Let me see, what else does it help? The Dungeon Master actually does help. The role of Dungeon Master also helps with directing, because, like I'm going to tell you when I get to the player side, your players are pretty much actors, considering they're playing a role. That's the playing in the role-playing game. So, it's a game in which they play roles. So, you're going to want to make sure that they stick to their motivations, maybe provide incentive to stick to the motivations, and reward them for doing so, which is exactly what a good director should do for an actor. They should stay in character, and they should be rewarded for staying in character. especially when the cameras are rolling. Though sometimes when they're not, I'm sure plenty of method actors like Mr. Day-Lewis stayed as a Lincoln for the entirety of the shoot. He remained Lincoln. So that's another benefit of role playing, of the role playing game, as of when you're in the seat of the dungeon master, the game master, game organizer, storyteller, whatever the book says you are. Alright, the next one is the players. What can you learn from being a player in a role-playing game? Well, from a writing standpoint, you learn a lot about character development, because especially if it is a long-running game, your character is going to develop over the course of that time. And it helps you kind of come up with templates and stuff in your head of, you know, okay, this character is going to go from point A to point B. What sort of things are going to happen in the middle? What sort of crises is going to happen? The most obvious benefit is acting, because like I said earlier, players are more or less actors. They're playing out their characters through their motivations. You know, is this guy searching to regain his honor? Does he want revenge? Does he want money? And that's important, not only as an actor, but also as a writer, because you want to write people with good motivation, who will stick to those motivations and see where that will go. And always remember, great directors are great directors are good actors. That is what Kevin Sorbo said to me when I met him at Origins. Origins was so much fun. He said that the greatest directors are actors. So this is a great opportunity for directors when they play a game to kind of step into the role of an actor and, you know, give that a feel and figure out, you know, how do I motivate and direct myself so that I can motivate and direct other people. Wise men once said, know yourself and you will know everyone else. Pretty sure I butchered that, but that's okay. So, yes, now, granted, I've said all this, RPGs are not everyone's cup of tea. Is it extremely nerdy? Yes, it is. It is extremely nerdy. It's about the nerdiest pastime ever. But, you know, it's still a lot of fun. I encourage everybody to at least give it a shot. I mean, it's a lot of fun to kind of lose yourself in a character and, you know, start laughing and beating your chest as a barbarian trying to get the bad guy's attention, have everybody around you fall over laughing. And that's the advantage over console RPGs and even MMOs to some degree. You can't, you know, look around and see everybody's reactions to you. And that's half the fun for me. It's a lot of fun to say something or do something and everybody just laugh, or everyone just like, oh. So, if you can get a bunch of guys together, give it a shot. In the next video, I'm going to cover what sorts of RPGs are out there and what sort are best for people to do. So, with that, I will let you go, and I will see you in the next video.